All right, guys. So my I don't know why my electric's still out in here, but I rerouted my line over to my router and modem and connected it to a different outlet. It seems to be working now. So if you're here, what's up? How you guys doing? Usually my lights would be on. I'd be talking through this mic. Right now I'm just talking through the mic on here. If you're live with me, say what's up in the chat. I think we're back. At least the internet will be good. Not the lighting. Not that you need to see my mug anyways, right? That was really frustrating. So it looks like it's taking out this first 1 minute block right here. Pretty strongly too, by the way. Let me see here. But I think it should hold. I think it should hold. Not even really trying to make too much off this trade. I was just trying to get it rolling, you know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? I think we should at least go to this VWAP line right here. Now we just kind of let it sit. In the meantime, I'm going to go over some Forex pairs. So what I was trying to say before is I still trade Forex. I love Forex, absolutely. In fact, me and Aiden, we are trading. We're doing our generational wealth challenge with Solomon Trading for just 97 a month. Basically, I text out trades that we take, and we're trying to take $100 to $1 million. Even if it took us 500 tries, it's still worth it. Think about it. Do the math. 500 times. You know, it's more for entertainment, but educational purposes. Not to teach you how to make money, because I don't do that. I'm not a financial advisor. Never listen to a guy over the internet ever about trading or making money. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You're dumb if you do that. No, I'm just kidding. You're not dumb. I get it too. So we're just kind of waiting for this to go. In the meantime, I'm going to go over some futures or some Forex pairs because I need to take a trade right now on that, even though it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What I like to do with that, I have a whole course going over how I use VWAP and these lines, these extra VWAP lines to basically, you know, the band multipliers, to basically determine like whether I should look at trades or not. And then I combine that with key zones, and it works pretty well. It works pretty well for me. So like right now, this would have been a decent trade with this break right here. Would have been a decent trade, considering there's a fair value gap in this area right here for a shorter trade. You know, right now I think this is going to go farther down. This would have been a decent trade back to the VWAP line. This could be good right now, actually. At least I like to see at least a 1-to-1 to the VWAP, and then hopefully it takes out the liquidity to the left right here. So you could either hold it, set the break even when it hits 1-to-1, that kind of deal. I bet you that'll work. I'm not prepared to actually take that trade. Maybe if my assistant can be really nice to me and shoot over the details, just so I don't have to search for it, maybe I could take a trade. USD JPY. Alright, so no. This is getting ready to drop potentially. So, as you can see, I'm getting farther and farther away from the blue line, which is the VWAP. I have a whole course on this going at 5minutescalper.com. 5minutescalper.com. That's right here. I have the link in the description too. But how I trade these, how I use it to scan the market, stuff like that. So I want to combine that with some kind of other confluence, like an order block, like we're up here right now. Notice how this created a lower low over here, and we're up into another block, a 1 hour block. So I'd highlight this block potentially and look for a reason to sell off right now, right? And we have our reason. I would actually be getting into this trade as we speak right now. Potential stop here, potentially riding back down to the VWAP line. All right. Awesome. So if you're coming on live with me, say what's up in the chat. Please share this, like this, subscribe to my channel. Because I plan on going live daily once I get my setup going again. It literally exploded on screen, which is fantastic. Let's see how this trade's doing, by the way. All right, we're still in negative, which is fine. We almost actually hit our stop. But hopefully this holds. You see how this just wicked this so far? I don't know. It's okay if we lose this trade. We were up, gosh, a decent amount, 500-ish, but we'll see how this closes. Again, if I go back to the lower time frame, you can see, you know, in order to lose this trade, we basically had to break through 1, 2, 3 1-minute order blocks to lose. So I left a little bit of room underneath of that for it to wick, but
order cancelled.
This one lost. Okay, so it's all good. It's all good. I thought it would at least come up to this VWAP line up here, which would have been a 0.77. Then I would have set the break even. Just didn't give me enough room there. So I'm just going to look back on here and see again. Again, I'm trading prop firm evals on these. That's what I'll always trade on these because legally I shouldn't and can't trade real money live. That doesn't mean I'm not trading other real money lives in the background, but I'm not telling you to take anything. So I like this wick. I like what it's doing. It's wicking me out here. I could potentially look for my next trade, actually. Somewhere in there and find another area to put my stop, right? So I still think it's going to hit this blue. And we are now on my clarity indicator right here. We're now over the 30 on the right here to potentially take a buy. I think it's going to come up to this 80. So I do think this is just shaking some people out right here before potentially going up, right? Just shaking some people out. Once this kind of comes back down to this VWAP line right here, this what do you call that? I always forget it. Multiplier line. Comes down to this area, starts rejecting back up. I'll probably enter again and try to target this for at least a 1-to-1 minimum and just go from there. I want to hit a 1-to-2 to be honest with you. What I'll do is I'll put my alert right here. So I can see it's pushing there, and I'll put an alert down here. That way I don't have to stare at it the whole time. I go back to looking at trades here. Let me just scan through real quick. No. Red. I do think that will probably work, this trade. Awesome, Tim. That's awesome. Did you enter from what I said, or did you do it from learning from 5-minute scalper? 60 now on the sheet. Go make new copy. Oh, thank you, Brian. Hey, look at you, brother. You rock, man. Thank you so much. Let me just go do that. DM. All right. Thank you, Brian. Dude, that's amazing. How do I I don't see a link. I don't see a link for that, Brian, in the DM. Yo, what's up, Robert Doherty? Hopefully you're doing good, buddy. Long time. I was in the car when you started streaming. Awesome. So you did it on your cell phone in like 5 minutes. I get you, man. I get you. Let me just glance real quick just to make sure this isn't like doing what I think it wants to do. Yeah. Alright, I feel like this is like Japanese. Not that If you're Japanese, whatever, but I just don't like this music. I'm not feeling this, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's try this. I don't know what this is, so if it's horrible, just don't blame me, alright? There we go. GJ, I'm liking this idea right here. The better trade would be to wait for this break of structure. Now, here's my theory. Like, you could do a break and retest all you want, but a lot of times it doesn't retest. So there's two things you could do. You can increase your risk or just take a bigger stop and not care, right? So that's not even that big of a stop, 30 pips. And, you know, as long as you get at least over a 1, I'll take it, because if I hit a 1, I could set the break even and just like let it run if I wanted to. This is pretty bullish overall, so you know, you don't want to like be a hero and try to like hit 1 to 10s on, you know, a 1 to 10 sell on a bullish thing, right? It just gets stupid of you. Alright, looks like MQ's going down potentially. There we go. Hey Scott, so this I have this thing called a J5 Create hub. Can you see if this is better than the J5 Create hub? I think you're on here. All right, let's look at you. I love how much you guys are talking. Let's see, you got it. I was in the car when you started streaming. Sent you a link. Just got home. Odd NZD has been on a run. Might be time for a sell. Let's check that out. Although my trade's almost about to pop off here. Hold on. What do I want to do here? Let me look at this before I make a decision. I just don't think it's going to run right now. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I like to do the VWAP just to see if I have at least a 1-to-1. See that? So like if I were to enter right here with a 60-point stop essentially, I know it's a lot, but let's say I don't want to sit here all day. Let's say I don't want to like think too much. And I think, is it going to break this or not? It's either a yes or no, right? It's like a 50-50 chance. With that said, it didn't go up high enough yet, and Clarity thinks it should come up to here. So this could be a good place to enter. I might just do it. See, that's how I think. I don't want to like think too hard. It's either that or I go on the lower time frame and I look for more of a reason to enter. Let's do that. At least give us some kind of reason to enter, right? So let's zoom in. And we have this wick isn't lower than this wick, so I'll put this right here as my entry point. And now let's look again. 5 minute, a little higher time frame. I want to put this at least below this low. Right, so that'd be a 65 point-ish stop. Get that ready. And I will risk 8 micros whenever that time comes. I gotta actually here 8 micros. I don't want to do a limit order because I want to make sure it actually closes above the line. And again, I don't like to sit here, okay? Like, I'm not lazy, I just really value my time, right? So if I add alert on trend line, I go crossing up on once per bar. Actually, I'd like to know when it's happening. Okay, only once. I'm gonna push create, so now I don't have to sit here and wait for the entry, right? So at least I have a couple confluences, and I'm taking, you know, at least a little bit of precaution, letting it break a structure, right? Could I get in right now on this block? Absolutely. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Let me see here. Let's check out odd NZD. It is really hot in this room without the fan, I'll tell you that much. Man, gotta get an electrician out here. Odd NZD, he says. Wants to drop, he says. Let's see. I think so. I mean, yeah, it could potentially, if we had like some kind of a channel. I don't know if it's gonna drop, but at least probably come to this area. Maybe come down here, take some liquidity, come down the VWAP line, kind of thing. You like them NZDs, I think I remember. Let's see if there's more reason to from the left. Right. So what I like to do is I'll just put a horizontal line on the high. Just look where I'm at over here. I'll turn off that stupid VWAP. I don't like to keep it on. It's just like too messy. Highlight the 1 hour block. Could very much go higher than this, but look, we have the top of a channel. Like, I'm not a trend line or channel trader. I like to see things break, right? I like to see proof that it's going to, but with that said, it could shoot up here, create some kind of a structure to break like that, maybe even mess around like that, then finally go, you know? Wyckoff. So I'll put an alert right here, actually. Who trades crypto? I just hold, to be honest with you. I just hold. I like to see, I hate using the word overbought, oversold, but it is liquidity. That is how you see liquidity. If something's oversold, that means institutions are buying up and most likely going to ride, but you still need proof. You don't want to just get in to get in. Let's see. I do. I know you do, buddy. Oh, I just noticed this is really far over. That's really bad. Let me kind of move this a little bit more that way. See what it looks like. A little bit better. Let me get it better. There we go. I know you know, I know that you know, I know. August is your month, right? August is your month. I see those lines. I see what you say. USD CAD, GBP. Let's see, is this going yet? I could look at gold too. Oh, it's not. That's why we didn't just enter. So again, if this high to break down, can move down a little bit. The other thing I've been liking doing lately is just going from line to line. It's been working phenomenally. It's crazy, actually, if you know what to do. Like, I wouldn't get in this, it's trash, but like, for instance, this is what I was going to release later to you guys in Futures Bootcamp. Basically, you have these little mini closes and breakups back up above. So we'll see if we can get it right there. So essentially this broke above, small stop. And then what I've been doing, this is interesting, if I put it right here, is I'll actually just drag up the stop until I hit a 1 to 2 minimum. Now it sounds crazy, and yes, I'll lose a lot of them, but like you could kind of suck and still make this work, is what I mean by this. Right, so I put my stop here. So I stop at 15, minimum 15, right? Gold, that's kind of ridiculous, but I'm just trying to show you my point. I don't know if this is gonna work, but you'll see. Okay, that one failed, but you had some good coin out of that for a minute. I would say with gold, you probably need like 30 minimum. I think that would have been a decent one right there. Hold on. So Rook's up here. I'd say 30 minimum, at least minimum 1 to 1 right there is what you'd like to see, but then you gotta do this. So like, that's if you want to be crazy like me. And I'm not even saying to use this with gold, but I did test it with gold. It works pretty well for the most part. And it starts coming back down this area, you can get out early. Did I never enter that? I'm so confused. Did I get out early? What happened there? You just kind of wait for some volume to go over there like that. So we're breaking above this line, which means it should go back to the VWAP CC, break a structure back up. Like, not that, not that, not that. There, right there. A little bit more volume. But look how that closed. So this could have been a good example. See how this closed below this? And you're trying to go back to the green line right here. And if you wanted a 1 to 2, you could have just taken that. Works all the time. Again, I wouldn't do 19 on gold. That's just kind of nuts. I'm just kind of showing you what I've been putting together. A little sneak peek for Futures Bootcamp. The people that like smaller stops, that want to take more action, that as long as you don't blow your freaking accounts on me, that's what drives me nuts. I had to take a break from that because you guys are like, we do so good in the morning and then you'd like break it. You'd screw yourself later. All right, let's see if we can want to do this. All right, so we have this below the low. Let's look on the higher time frame. I still feel like this clarity will go to the 80. I mean, look at all this. That's beautiful. Wicked out all this. Build this block right here. Build that block. Wicked it out. I mean, you can't really ask for much better, right? If we can just get this break of structure right here on the 1. 65 point stop. 8. Where's my trade? There we go. Check out the stop. And we just get ready for it, right? So because of this, I'll probably go till 3 today, but I'm trying to keep these 60 minutes max per day.
Order rejected.
I don't know why that just said that. Still no go. Still no go, which is good. Like we built a confluence that would stop us from getting in the trade. That's a good thing. So I know a lot of people, they're like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe I couldn't get in this trade. Like they just try to manufacture a trade. You wanna have confluences. You want to have reasons to stay out of the trade. Like the more you can stay out of a trade, the better. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe I like myself better in this corner. In the dark with this dark freaking room right here. Let's see what he said. I know. Let's see how this 5-minute candle prints. Thinking more now, like October is my month. We'll be traveling most of August, incidentally. Why don't you do this, Brian? This is what I do. I say between these hours, this is when I'm going to trade. Period. That's it. So 1 hour a day. Like I think you can give yourself 1 hour a day, and that's what I'm really trying to achieve with like this channel, and then everything that I do, like and all my students. Like really my target audiences are busy professionals that have, I'm not saying that you're rich or anybody's rich, but you have more time you have more money than time, meaning you could make your money work for you if you knew exactly what you could do. So like what to do. So like really most of the products that I teach on is teaching like how to save time. Because my whole mission is to help, it's mothers too, but for some reason like dads make more for their busy lifestyles, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like been my thing for a while. Thank you so much, Brian, for this. Make a copy. Choose risk. Or August. You rock, Brian. I'm hungry. Trade until 3. Let's see if I can get one. Tell you what, these green juices are gonna go bad in here. Spent like $80 on these green juices. By the way, secret to life. Fix my blood pressure. I don't get the fruit in it. Just the greens, right? Like I used to be on blood pressure medicine. And this right here. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you health advice by any means, but I'm just saying. I was on blood pressure medicine for 7 years, and all the doctors were like, oh, yeah, you're going to be on that the rest of your life, and you'll probably have to take more medicine. And I did a 7-day juice fast. 7-day juice fast. By day 7, I couldn't take my medicine anymore because I was getting sick every time I take my medicine. It's like, what if I didn't take my medicine? I'm not telling you not to take your medicine. Like, I'm not telling you that. But minimum 1 32 ouncer per day. Now, I used to juice it myself, but the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. No pun intended, kind of. But I actually, I just have it delivered. What is that? It's like $12 a piece. $12 a day. It keeps the doctor away, right? I can't believe you can even hear this music. Had someone message me. That's crazy. I don't know why. Is that better? I can't even hear it. I don't know how you're hearing it so loud. Like, do you barely hear me? It's crazy to me. I just can't believe you could hear me that loud. Like, I don't even have system audio on. Of course, Crisp isn't working, Aiden. It doesn't matter. All right, so I have 18 minutes to find a trade. Otherwise, I'm not getting in a trade. It looks like so. That's how I do it, Brian. So like, I give myself a time limit, and if I can't find anything, then I just don't do it. Simple as that, right? Let's see if there's anything I can scan through. This might actually be good. A crude oil. If it breaks above this on the 1 minute, we do like a little. I don't even have crude oil. Well, I guess I could do it on here. That should take this out, but it's pretty slow right now. I'll listen to it back and we'll figure it out. What we got here? Breaking structure. Just look at this, alright. Breaking structure, this might dump, honestly, jeez, gosh. I still want to see that break right there. So this was the fair value gap that filled, so let me just delete that, get it out of my way. Here's a block that this is messing around in. This isn't a structure because it didn't create a new low, this right here. So we really need to push up. But with that said, it's very tempting to go down too, so it's like, darn. It's one of those situations. So that's when I just stay out of the trade. So the only way I'll take this trade is if it breaks back up here, because I think it should go back up there. So that's what I'm waiting on in there. I gotta get rid of NQ. Platinum? No. I bet you this works if we ever get some volume. Might have a big push between 3 and 4. We'll see. I gotta find, man, this GU trade's really working. I gotta find this login information. Alright, there we are. at a standstill, folks. Alright, so I'm just going to look at the overall Forex market real quick to maybe put in a trade for my bot. Still think this has a good play right here. Let's look at the higher time frame, get out of VWAP mode. This, if you, I think I put this call out. Let me check. I think I put that call out to Momentum X originally. No, it doesn't look like it did. That's a trade I was in. That ended up working really well. Let's look at overall here. I think it's probably ready to start going up, I guess, but broke structure here, came back, mitigated a block, breaking structure back up here. That could be a potential good buy. Let's see. Like soon. But right now it's selling off like I had marked up. And why is this working, guys? Because we have a break right here. This is what I want to be in right now if I can get into my account here. Hold on one second. I'll show you guys that too, maybe. Alright, I see it's not logged in. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to log in this account. There we are. So I'll show you guys something I work on with my bot. Might as well. I don't. I just see, like, I'll use it on split tests. Like, I know what session it is, like during when I'm trading. Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to the music. Let me just turn it off for now until I find like good background music. There, better? Oh my gosh, I'm missing this trade. All right, so if I enter here, that's a 11 pip stop. But if I'm going to use the bot, this is what I wanted to show you. So 22.5. Let me look on a higher time frame now. Let's put it up here. We'll do 25 pip. 25 pip. All right, and then what I'll do with my bot, actually, let me show you that, is I will, if I could ever share my right part of my screen here. Let me do remote. Parallels desktop. There we go. So I'm on here, and basically I'll take one main account and then I copy trade to other things using like Traders Connect and stuff. I think Traders Connect's down right now. We're using something else. But what I like to do, I'll come on here and we had odd USD. So let me pull up odd USD. I think that was odd USD, right? Make sure again. Good old Forex never lets me down, to be honest with you. There's always a trade. There's always something happening. Yeah, it's odd USD. Odd USD with a 25 pip stop. All right, let's do that. That was at 64.93. 64934. All right. So if I go on here, I'm just going to show you what I do with my bot really quick. I hate how the navigator closes on me and I can't get it back. There we go. Let's see. Momentum X. Aiden, would you want to put this out as a generational wealth trade for me? Load. Well set. Open. Now I'm not going to use this high. I'm just going to do 1%, 2% max on this small of a stop. Yeah, do that. I'm already kind of missing this trade, so. But I'm just trying to show you what I do here. All right, so if I go back to here, this was 64934. 64. $938's good enough, and then I just sell. Boom. So I automatically figure out the calculation. The initial risk will be 1%. So initial risk 1%. Max risk is 2% over all these positions. So I don't have to sit here all day and freaking figure it all out or anything like that. Like, I ain't got time for that, right? I just want to set it and forget it. That's literally what I want to do. That's with my Momentum X bot. You guys can get that momentumxbot.com. Oh, look at this trade back here, by the way. It's not bad. Oh, you guys can't even see that. That's crazy. Can you? I don't even know what you can see. Hold on. Right up here. Killing me. All right, so I'm in that trade just like that. So that's live. That's live market. So I'm just kind of entry stop. All right, so stop, Aiden. That's true. You don't know that, huh? Let me just do this. I don't know if you can see this, buddy, but I'll send it over to you. You just got to put it at a generational wealth. You just copy the image, not like everything else. By the way, if I look at this right here, yeah, no, that works good. Cool. So that's all I had to do there. So I could set a take profit, like if I want, like down below this low, like not try to be a hero and break, just break, that would be from there to there is 1%. So if I go from here to here, it's 1%, right? Not try to break records on here. And the whole idea is, if you could stay consistent, this is what I want to tell you guys. I think a lot of you guys think way too small. This is what I want to get in right now. And I think Scott could attest to this, like what I'm about to say. A lot of you guys think way too small, and I've always said this. If you could trade consistent, money out of the waterworks just comes for you to trade. So if you're thinking, what I mean by too small is if you're thinking like, I only have $1,000 in my broker account to trade, or I only have X amount to trade like on futures, but or like a prop firm. The problem is with prop firms is you only have so much drawdown to lose. With real, like your own accounts, and I would tell you to trade real accounts. Um, I want you to think about other people's money. Now, I'm not telling you to be a licensed trader or anything like that, but I'm just saying there's legal ways to trade other people's money. There's plenty of ways that people can just copy your trades, and you get performance fees, things like that. So you got to think outside the box. This is stuff I've done for years in the past, and I got a really good opportunity right now. It's pretty crazy. So I just got to. All I really have to do is stay, 10% to 20% a month. You could do that on a $1,000 account and show that to people. And again, you don't advertise. You can't say, "Hey, I'll trade your money." Like that's illegal. There's ways around it. I got to eat some food. I'm gonna die. As you know, I'm not shy. About eating food. All right, so let me switch back here. See if there's anything left because it's at 3 o'clock and I need to go live my life a little bit. But this was kind of like I was just setting up shop to get ready to start trading 5 days a week. That's the goal, anyways. There might be some days I don't make it, and I really want to trade between 10 and 11 when most of the action's happening. Today was just more like setting things up, that kind of thing. So here we go. We're back to here. Let me look around. Please don't die. I'll try not to. I'll try not to die for you, Brian. That's the whole goal, is not to die. All right, so let me look. How's that GU trade going, by the way? Is it still going? No, it's kind of pushing back. It went pretty good. Futures, MQ. All right, we wicked out the bottom. I don't know if we're going to get any juice left, but no, we didn't even wick out the bottom. Look, it's rejecting pretty hard right there. Let's see if we have anything to break. Oh, we have this right here now. So if it closes above this, we could essentially go for it there. We now move to this block. I still think it wants to go up based off clarity. Man, that'd be a good one too. See where VWAP is, see? It's probably not enough time for a prop firm that you have to get out of. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. You can't hear me chewing, can you? Because that'd be crazy. Yeah. This market's dead. I have hope for this AudioSD though. Well, it's cool, guys. All right, so I did about an hour and a half. I think mainly because all the technical difficulties. But if you like this, let me know in the comments on YouTube. Let me know if you like this and you want more. Again, I'm trying to go live as much as humanly possible and start getting to know more of you guys in the community. And yeah, very loud chewing, really. That's crazy if so. That is picking up all that. It's like you're sitting right next to me, huh? This was fun. Awesome. Cool, guys. I'm in this odd USD trade. Hopefully it works out. Awesome, Tim. It's good seeing you guys. Good seeing you, Rich. This is great. I love the live trading. Beautiful. Well, I'm going to do a lot more of that, and it's going to be for everything. So I'm going to be doing it for Solomon Trading. I'm going to be some days I'll be doing Pulse X, some days I'll be doing futures bootcamp style. Other days it just depends on what the market wants and needs. You guys know I have a few styles that I like to trade. Others will be like VWAP based off like how the volume in the market is, where we are on the chart, that kind of stuff. So, all right, guys, let's see. Smell of it and things. Yeah, you got to really tell me in a text if you can really hear me chewing, because that's crazy. Well, by tomorrow I'll have this mic working again, and we'll get going. So, all right, guys, God bless. Take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. Make sure you're subscribed so you get notifications and all that. And back it out. Peace. God bless.